This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
The beauty of the Dolphins this year is that now you have a plethora. I mean, this is the most effed up part about all of this, okay, is that when they tore it all down last year, a lot of us were thinking, oh, my God, a rebuild. We've been rebuilding for 20 years. What are they going to take, another 4 or 5 years? I got to wait. And little did you know that in your second year, you're going to be challenging for the playoffs. The second year. The second year of a rebuild. You're playing meaningful games in December, going into January. Are you kidding me? And then the Dolphins, they couldn't find 3 offensive linemen on any line for the last 20 years. These guys got 6. And I know there's a bunch of young guys, and they're not road graders yet, but that's called an off-season. It's called weight training. That's called getting used to the league, and they'll get stronger and better and faster and smarter and more in sync, and they'll be fine. You know, the run game pass game's a little bit more, a little bit easier for those kind of guys at this point. The run game is a little harder at this point, at this level, so it'll take an off-season for those guys to get better. But then we look at the defense. So normally if a Davin Godchow goes down, you're like, oh, my God, we're screwed. And here's Zach Seiler, here's Raekwon Davis, here's Christian Wilkins. You're not even re-signing Godchow next year. That's how freaking loaded you are. I mean, it's awesome. They got ends. They got so many ends that the poor kid Stowbridge can't play. So how is it that in your second year you've developed depth? You're already a playoff contender. You got a quarterback. What the hell is going on here? Did I wake up somewhere else? Did Bill Walsh take over my team or something?
I guess the rebuild was last year, right?
Yeah.
The first 7 weeks, because after that we went 5-4.
Yeah, that's it. It's just starting week 8 on, it's like, okay, hey, guys, we're done with losing. We're just going to win from here on out. Okay, winning season from here on out. It's the craziest thing in the world. What we thought was going to take forever, it's taken no time. How many of us, if they told us ahead of time that this was going to happen, we're like, come on, dude. Come on. What are you smoking? You got some for us?
You know what you'd ask? You know what you'd ask? Hey,
you're not sharing?
You want to make a bet? You want to make a bet?
Exactly. I would have bet anybody that. Come on, dude. I like Greer a lot, but he's not going to turn things around in year 2. The man's tore down the whole thing to the bone. They even had to trade away Tunsil and Minkovich. How's he going to turn it around by year 2? I would have told you you're out of your mind. I mean, you're going to tell me the Dolphins have a shot at 10 wins in year 2. I'm going to tell you, come on.
Bro, and that's a killer point. You're going to start by getting rid of your best secondary player, or because Xavier Howard was hurt, being Fitzpatrick, and you're going to get rid of your future left tackle. That's how you're going to start, and you're going to fast track. You'd be like, dude, I want one of your smoking, buddy.
None of this makes sense, okay? And I told you guys this over a year ago. They will start a trend. And you're going to see other teams, they're going to want to do the same thing. They're going to want to tear it all the way down, get as many picks as they can. Now, will they be able to rebuild it and do it right? That's a whole other ballgame. You got to get the right general manager and the right coach and all that. And Miami was lucky that they had Chris Greer in house, and lucky that he had a relationship with Brian Flores and had that vision. Not everybody's going to have that same luck, but I will tell you, they will start that trend. They will start the trend of tearing it all the way down like they did, and they will start the trend of hiring a minority. Because that's the biggest thing that's happened out of this success here for those guys, is that now minorities may get a better chance at actually getting it done in the NFL, and maybe they get the opportunity that they've all worked for and deserve. And finally, Stephen Ross was smart enough to say, hey, why don't we give that guy a chance? And the rest is history. But this turnaround is one of the greatest turnarounds I have ever seen in pro sports history. In any sport, even basketball. This is amazing, even by basketball standards. And in basketball, you only need a couple players, and you could turn it around right away. In football, you need a lot. And to go from where they were, culturally, talent-wise, cap-wise, everything that went on, and they have changed everything. They changed the cap. They changed the depth. They changed the culture. They found the quarterback. Are you effing kidding me? This is absolutely unheard of. So enjoy it, folks. In a year that I think we get to reflect, because we get to really appreciate what we missed, because COVID has taken away so much from our daily lives, our daily routines, that we have to find these little things that will satisfy us, that will get us by. The Dolphins are helping us out in this process. Because think about it. If we had to endure last year and during 2020, it would have been tough. So we had the tough year before the pandemic hit. And now that the pandemic hit, we needed things to lift our spirits. The Miami Heat did it. The Dolphins are doing it now. The Marlins did a little bit of it. It's pretty cool.